doesn't quite like me. Like me. Yo, yo, yo. What's up, everyone? How's it going, Popcorn? Cindy, Darius, Anthony. How's it going? Had to take a little break. I got hit by some kind of flu type thing for longer than I was expecting. I'm still not 100%. Otherwise, I would do a longer stream today. I think I'll probably end up doing like a couple hours. I'm doing quite well today. Thanks for asking. I don't know what the hell happened this year. I feel like um I don't know. Definitely felt a little different than like the normal annual kind of cold flu type thing that I've had in the past. But uh, I also made a huge mistake yesterday. I tried Mucinex, and wow, that was not good. But anyways, getting back into it now. I feel like I'm having a hard time getting back into the schedule, but we'll get there. We'll get there. I was sick a month ago. It took me 2 weeks to get back to 100%. I feel that. Yeah. Um, Definitely. Thanks for asking. Um, Nothing serious. Just a cold, but god damn. I mean, I don't know about you guys. When it sounds like a lot of you guys got sick too, but like it kept evolving for me into new things. Like what I'm trying to think of what it started with. At first, it was like a throat thing, with some headaches, and then that evolved into like a really intense sinus thing. My sinuses suck. I'm probably gonna need surgery at some point in my life because damn, when I get a cold, it's pretty gnarly. I've had this since I was born, basically. Um, but yeah, it looks funny. My eyes are just bloodshot, and I'm just like tearing up, and yeah, it looks kind of funny. But anyways, we're back. I honestly haven't been in the studio at all the last like 3 days or so. So it's gonna be a slow day today. I'm not sure what to do exactly. I might start off with a little bit of piano. Just go from there. But yeah, it was a rough start to the year. Not just because of the flu that apparently got literally everyone in the world. I was talking to a new friend of mine that lives in Serbia, and I mean he was saying the same thing. He's like, yeah, I mean, my family got sick, my friends got sick, I got sick. Like, damn, the whole world went out. But yeah, it's much more weird start to the year. Make a song that talks about illness and how grateful we should be. Yeah. Um, that is such a funny feeling when you're finally getting better again. You're like, oh my God, I will never take this for granted again. Um, but actually, that one track of mine, what is it called? What would it take? Kind of addresses that a little bit. It's kind of like playing around with this idea of gratitude and how we as flawed human beings sometimes need things taken away from us in order to appreciate them fully. Oh my god, my fingers are so rusty. Hope this year will be better than previous. I agree. Gotta get the mind a little warmed up here. What's up, Potty? Happy Tuesday to you as well. Hope you're doing well. Just trying to get the brain warmed up a little bit here. Hi from Snohomish. Wow, never heard of that town, city. Discovered your music on Spotify the other day on Seven Lines Radio. Oh, no way. Thank you so much. Appreciate the kind words. Well, I've been kind of sick the last few days, so I wasn't really in the studio. Couldn't really focus on much of anything, so feeling quite rusty on the keys. Trying to just get warmed up a little bit here. Chromatic thing was fun there. Is the deep house concept with Breaking Alive? That's a good question. We'll probably get back into some of the collab stuff eventually. I hit him up because I told him about the album, and I was interested in potentially working on something with him for that. But we'll see if that actually comes to fruition. I think we kind of both have our own things going on right now. Quentin, it's funny you say that. That collab is very much still alive, actually, been joking that you should collab with that Breaking guy recently. Listen, the Grammatic collab is actually in my ball, like the ball's in my court right now. So I gotta make that. I gotta make that happen. What's up, Eidolon? What's up, Bragalora? Sometimes it's kind of fun to get back into playing when you've had a few days away. And just like, I don't know, let loose a little bit. It's also nice sometimes to just play without a really specific intention of making sure something sounds good or pleasing, but more kind of like a little more explorative, you know? It's a good way, I think, to kind of expand your harmonic thinking, you know? Try to break away from those patterns. You kind of create. A lot of you guys are musicians and producers, I know, so you probably know what I'm talking about. Where it's like you kind of rely on these tools to work, let's say, efficiently. A lot of the times, if you're on the spot, you know, sometimes, you know, something new will come to you, but I think more often than not, muscle memory kicks in, and you're kind of like, kind of start relying on these tools that feel like they've worked before in the past. Kind of a cool little chord progression there. Damn, my this is how I know I'm out of shape, because my wrist is already getting sore. Good exercise though. What's up, McNaff? Kind of like that little something about that like first inversion that I love. It's just a weird interval to go from that in the root note to that, and like it just kind of is really pleasing to me for some reason. Same with like a tritone, and tritones can sound so cool. What's up, V4 Flower? Haven't been in a Haywyre stream in a while. I'm doing alright. I'm just getting over some kind of flu type thing, so today's gonna be a very laid back stream. I haven't been in the studio at all, so I'm just kind of getting warmed up. It does have an augmented feel to it, yeah. Yeah, it kind of does feel like that, doesn't it, Eidolon? Something's in the air. Yeah. There's a lot of shit in the air these days. Let's see if we can maybe compress this piano a tiny bit. I think for streaming purposes, it might be a little, maybe a little bit too dynamic. Also, for some reason, with the new Mac OS update, G Hub is like totally screwed. So my mouse sensitivity is like, it's stuck at like this miserably slow pace. Yeah, I gotta love it when these billion-dollar technologies take weeks to have their software actually function on a basic level. That's always nice. Let's see. Can kind of make it like 60% dry. What's up, DJ Duck? Doing quite well in general, I would say. I'm finally getting over this weird flu thing that everybody had in the entire world, apparently. You guys seen anything good recently? Heard anything good recently? I have a new Ableton Live question. Sure. I might be able to help you out. Sort of the C. Not heard of that. You have a stereo sample you'd like to make mono. How do I do that without using utility on the whole track? I just wanted one sample to be mono instead of the entire timeline. Yeah, so let me tell you. It's actually really simple. All you want to do, let's say you have an Ableton one track with all this audio. You only want one section of it to be mono. Tons of ways to do this, by the way. The way that I would do it, I'll just insert a new audio track underneath it, drag and drop the piece of audio that you want to make mono, and then add that utility with the mono only to that new track, bounce it out, and then you can just slide that mono audio back into the original track. So that'd be a really easy way of going about that. Don't know if you've heard of Austin Wintory. I have not. Makes some good game music. Okay, very sick. I've heard a lot of people mention Final Fantasy OST to me, and I've never played it, so I never played the games. Maybe is the OST? Is it one of those OSTs that kind of permeates the internet, and you could just kind of hear without having played the game? Because maybe I know some of it. Doing the right click mono would be nice, actually. Like for reverse, yeah, I could see that. That could be a, yeah, I don't know if it's common enough of a thing. I don't know how often I am thinking about, or how often producers are thinking about making a section of audio mono specifically. Started listening to No Mana, nice, yeah. I really like No Mana, or No Mana, whatever. Torer. I haven't heard of Torer. Dorian Concept is sick. I love Dorian Concept. He's actually Austrian as well. I mean, I'm not technically Austrian. I'm German, but I did live in Austria for 7 years, so I feel some kind of like kinship to him, even though I probably shouldn't. Persona 5, I've heard good things about the OST. Yeah, yeah, for sure. I hear you. I know, but kind of that's something I've been struggling to understand with this new album. I feel like part of me feels like I am not taking enough I'm not pushing the boundaries enough with the album, which I mean it's always I was just thinking about like how much joy I get out of weird harmonies, and how a lot of the album doesn't really kind of cover that too much. There are tracks like Palette Cleanser and like weird moments throughout, but generally speaking, I think I'm trying to like structure tracks in a way that makes them listener friendly, which I think isn't a bad thing. But yeah, anyways. Are you familiar with Cosmo D's games? No. Man, yeah, you guys know all sorts of stuff that I've never heard of. We got a new follower. Yo, thank you for the follow, Jorge. We're taking it easy today, just chilling and chatting. I'm still getting over this flu that, like I said, everyone's had. Just had my first bit of coffee since the first time in a few days, and I feel like it's kind of giving me a little oomph right now, which is nice. Subscriber. Yo, thank you for the sub, Robert Plant. Look at that. Armworm activated. I am mega excited for FBF, by the way. Feedback Friday, yeah. Sorry I missed the last one, but I'm ready, man. I'm fucking ready. Yeah, no, it's not a big deal, Nick Naff. It's just like, honestly, I'm more frustrated because I had set out a new schedule. I wanted to stick to starting yesterday, and I was thinking like, okay, if I take it super easy over the whole weekend, I'll be ready to go. And man, I was like, yesterday was the worst of it, and for me, oh man, it rubs me the wrong way when I can't stick to like a goal that I set for myself. And so I gotta pivot. Gotta figure out how to stick to the schedule now. So I'm actually more bothered by that than I am by being sick. I was trying to do other stuff outside of the studio, like prepping my taxes and such. And my attention span was just like not allowing me to do that either. So it was kind of a wasted like 5 days, which was a bummer, but it's all good. We're getting back into it now. Oh, I love Medicine, yeah. Ever since I think him and Galimatias were not, I wouldn't say like pioneering, but like they were in the SoundCloud glory days, they were creating. I would put them in a roughly similar category. They're creating this really sick, uh, kind of like R&B, hip hop, pop influenced electronic music that I think the scene was lacking. And there's some other artists that I think were kind of in that vein a little bit. But yeah, Medicine and Galamantes, I feel like are two names that were really crushing it back then. And still crushing it now. Medicine has been, I feel like he was on like a ambient music tip for a while, right? I mean, he released some really sick ambient music. I would definitely, excuse me, I'd definitely be down to do something like that. I remember that like a lot of his chord progressions back in the day would be like those, like the Gymnopédie type thing. But it'd be like maybe some kind of just like a basic detune kind of saw type patch. Actually, Electric Mantis is another one that I feel like was kind of in that world. He was also doing some really unique sound design. That was it felt heavy, but not overly aggressive. And then there'd be these like reverb throws and stuff in there. I feel like I'm definitely oversimplifying it. But if I'm just going off of my memory, I feel like this is that's how I would think of it. But yeah, anyways, so I've been doodling on the piano for a hot minute now. Why don't we pop in to the album like project file that has all the songs in here, and they're somewhat current versions, I feel like. Yeah, Melv, that's right. That's a name I haven't heard in a while as well. Elevator music, yeah. Man, what an era. Actually, Cosmos Midnight, man, they're still doing some. Actually, I think they've only gotten better over time. But yeah. Getting a little sidetracked here. What's going on with Make Believe? These decisions that I can see. Whoa, did not mean to stop it there. Are they really mine or made for me? Hold on, sorry. I just realized my sub is kind of like on, even though I don't want it to be. So cool stuff going on in this track, but like this is kind of a good example, actually, in a way, because it's like feels a bit simple from a compositional standpoint, which is not the end of the world, but I think I'd like to spice it up a little bit. You know, it's kind of just playing around with those main two chords the whole time. It's interesting. Like, where do you like lose? I think that's such an interesting balance to find in songwriting, right? It's like if you lean too much into like familiarity, you almost kind of like it's something that is easy to tune out as a listener, I feel like, because you're just kind of like, yeah, it's like watching a show and you're like, well, I already know where this is going, so like, I don't really need to pay attention. Like throwing on some, I don't know, third-rate Netflix show that doesn't feel like it's worth paying attention to, and it's just kind of chilling in the background. I think as a producer and writer, that's familiarity can be kind of like a bad thing in a lot of ways too, because it's like yeah, I think you need to find the right ways to demand the listener's attention. It's a delicate balance, right? I think that's like, with a good movie, I think that's good movies out there, I think, are a good example of that. It's like the little bit of a storytelling thing in a way. Because yeah, you don't want to alienate people and don't have anything that they can relate to. And it brings a lot of joy, I think, to creators to make things that evoke emotion. And in order to do that, it has to be relatable on some level. But interestingly enough, I think it almost has to be something a little extraordinary too, right? That's, I think, why I like so many sci-fi stories, because it's like, it feels like good sci-fi. Like, we were talking about this in a stream recently, like, I don't know how to say the author's name, Cixin Liu's Three Body Problem. Like, it feels like really grounded in fairly accurate scientific detail, and it makes it more fun to know that, like, well, it's kind of grounded in reality, but it's also pushing the boundaries and like how we understand ourselves as a species. And well, I don't know, what am I saying? I don't know what I'm saying anymore. I kind of got lost there for a second. Coffee's starting to kick in, apparently. Wait, I don't remember what I was doing here. Maybe let's skip over this one for the time being. I think I like the idea, this track, I was inspired by this idea of, I already mentioned this before, like jumping in head first. I think it'd be cool to start the track with a lot of energy. I think I might try to redo the vocals a little bit, try to like be a little bit more staccato. Right now they're a little kind of like washed out, and and such. And once my once my voice is doing a bit better, I'll redo that. Let me see here. What else we got? Yeah, so this is gonna be kind of an interesting project because palette cleanser. That is, this one's gonna be interesting because I actually ended up asking someone from the stream to get involved in this track, and I'll work on it maybe later in the week, like on Sunday or something. I'll show you guys what I'm talking about for palette cleanser. But this one feels like one of the only tracks that is a little bit more exploratory harmonically. A lot of the other tracks are very kind of like predictable writing, maybe too predictable. I'm trying to remember what the chord progression is. It's all minor chords. Why can't I hear my own chord progression? Hold on. Bro, what is going on? Something about the voicing is tripping me out. Oh, it's C minor. Hold on. There we go. I was like, what is going on? All right, so C minor, F minor, A flat minor, E flat minor. Okay. I think this will be a fun tune. Superpower is kind of fucked at the moment, but that's okay. We'll figure it out eventually. I'm thinking of kind of scratching the drop I have for My Time Is Coming. Where is it? Yeah. I might keep like the A-B aspect of it, but yeah, I think I might drop the rest. The hell's going on with this stuff? Oh, that's right. Okay, so I started cutting up these two different ideas to try to merge them potentially. Hold on. I think I was imagining. I know that they sound completely unrelated right now, but in my head, it makes sense. I think I'll find a way to merge these two ideas. I kind of want to there's a certain sound I'm shooting for. For granted, what else we got in here? So stoked for the new Haywyre. Hey, thank you. Appreciate that. What else we got going in here? I haven't touched this track in forever. Already noticing some small mix things I would change.
It wasn't my choice, but here I am. I see the light, see the shine, and I see the glow. So why don't we just make the most of what we got here?
I definitely have a really specific target mix that I want to achieve with this, so.
But here I am.
Oh yeah. Drop kinda is questionable at the moment. I think it's just a matter of tightening up some of the production and some of the sound design here. A lot of it feels kind of, I don't know. It doesn't feel consistent yet. For granted, I'm working on with a friend of mine, which I don't want to mention who that is yet. Same with this side of me, so I'm gonna leave those off for the time being. Let's see, what else we got here? Tons of non-album stuff too. Honestly, like, it feels good to come back to this after taking a break for a few days. It's nice to hear these things with a fresh perspective. Let's see. What is this? Oh, this is that little piano piece I was jamming on stream a few days ago that I thought would be a good transition into Euphoria. Yeah, this one's gonna be cool once it's a little more polished. I would love to get a little more some kind of like R&B chord flavors in there somehow. But I'm not sure exactly what that might mean. Maybe just some more interesting chord changes and stuff would be cool for this track. Oh, you know what? I did just think of a show that I watched that I liked recently. Speaking of like sci-fi stuff, I'm definitely into the like audiobooks and books as well. But while I was sick, I watched Pluribus. It's a pretty good show. It's actually really interesting to see like Vince Gilligan's directing in like a sci-fi show. It actually fits great. I love the like environmental storytelling that he does with his directing in Breaking Bad. But it was really cool to see it in Pluribus as well. I'm excited for the next season. You guys watch it at all? Oh, sorry, vocal chain. Sorry, I missed a question, I guess. One moment. I'm gonna try to I'm not seeing the question. Either way, hopefully somebody that asked that question will come back and let me know what they're thinking about. Yes, that series I've watched again and again. Nice. I can't wait to I'm waiting to rewatch Severance once they announce the new season drop, which I think from what I've read, it's not going to happen until 2027 now, right? Which is a bummer, but listen, I would much rather them take their time, come out with a banger next season. I would hate for all the momentum and excitement around that show to, I would not want that pressure to change the writing or anything like that. But I mean, it's made by like Ben Stiller and all these heavy hitters, so it's like they're familiar with the industry. I feel like they're veterans. They probably know how to deal with that. And it was interesting. I think that by the time the second season came out, people were just starting to finish like and get more obsessed with the first one. I loved seeing some of the cast talk about in interviews about like the innies and outies, and there's how they were like using all this lingo, like the cast that was basically all made up. Of course, it's a made up story. It's fictional, but I just imagine it would be so funny to suddenly start seeing other people use this lingo that you invented, and all these like Reddit threads about theories and people talking about innies and outies, and it just cracked me up to see that. But man, dude, I just love that show. It is so great. I can't wait to rewatch it. I want to add more of my own vocals in my music. What do you have in your vocal rack? I see. Well, it's kind of been evolving here and there, and I find that my vocal processing changes pretty significantly depending on my the style of the song, and am I singing like falsetto? Am I singing like chest voice? those kind of things all alter, I think, the processing pretty significantly. But in general, I think there's some things that most vocalists always do, including myself. So, or people that just record vocals. There's always a de-esser. I always have a de-esser. I always have some EQing. I tend to use Pro Q. I often use some kind of auto-tune temporarily, but in the long run, I don't think using something like auto-tune is actually the best way to get the most precise results, unless you're just like a great singer and you don't need pitch correction. I do. I'm not a good singer, so I do have that, but Melodyne is just the best way to get really specific results. Obviously, the downside with that is like, well, yeah, it's gonna make you sound good on the record, but when it comes to performing it or something like that, you're on your own, you know. But you can use autotune live, of course. That's probably I'm gonna use probably a little bit of that live, I'm guessing, for this album material. But anyways, those are some must-haves. Usually some multi-band compression. Honestly, I'm trying to think. Usually, of course, some kind of reverb as well. But it's been a little while since I've opened up my vocal chain to examine it more specifically. Actually, let's do that real quick, just out of curiosity. Let's see what's a recent one look like fadeaway vocal chain. I know this is one. Pro MB. I don't know. Pretty simple stuff. Pro DS, auto-tune, multi-band, compressor. This plugin is really nice. A little delay plugin. This one's free too. Good thing to have in your arsenal. Lots of Pro Qs. Like, I'm pretty sure these are just I don't know. They all look like they're making subtle adjustments. A part of the reason why I do EQs like this, they kind of look a little bit redundant in a way, but a lot of times, you know, you'll EQ some audio, and then you're like, well, I don't know for sure, but I feel like I should tweak it a little bit more. So instead of adding those tweaks to the Pro Q you already have loaded, you can just add a separate one, and then that way you can mute it and like A/B, you know, the EQing that you've done. You can also delete it and just be like, okay, well, that actually didn't work out the way I was expecting. So that obviously compounds, and then you end up with like 8 Pro Qs the way that I have here. But yeah, this is excuse me. That's a chain that I have on quite a few of my vocals these days, but I wouldn't consider myself an expert in that regard whatsoever. I just kind of like try to roll with what works for me.
I was hearing voices, wasn't sure if they're mine. I was seeing choices, wasn't sure if they're right. Always on my shoulder, whispering to my mind. Something looming over, a feeling of a scribe.
Oh yeah, this is an old version. What's up, Mugert? Wie geht's? Wie geht's? Wie steht's?
I was hearing voices, wasn't sure if they're mine. was seeing choices, wasn't sure if they're right. Always on my shoulder, whispering to my mind. Something looming over, a feeling of a scribe. Letting a sinking ship, taking me down with it, drowning me out, figure this out. Time to get over this, taking a hold of me, tearing it out of me. Never again know who I am. Things that I can't change. So even
Yeah, this is an old version. I think I did quite a bit of work on this since then, but I'm thinking about ending the album with this track. Feels like a good ending song. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with the album track selection at the moment. But yeah, the biggest concern I have for sure right now is like they all feel too much like I don't know. They feel too structured. Well, a little more chaoticness. It's there's got to be a better word than that to use there. Chaos, chaoticness, randomness. Hydrate reminder. I am all out of water and coffee, unfortunately. So it'd be cool to think about, like, once my track list is confirmed. Hold on, let's go to, like, for example, the end of this version of Forgery. So it's a C major. How would we transition from this to the, I mean, C is the 5 of F. So it actually would be pretty easy to modulate from this into the beginning of Make Believe, right? So we just turn the C into a dominant, and then suddenly we can go into F. It's super easy. So hold on, let me try this one more time. You know, that'd be an easy way to kind of modulate into that.
all of these decisions that I can see.
It'll be fun to do those kind of transitions. There's pros and cons, I feel like, of doing like seamless albums in that way, Because one thing I've noticed with like Twofold, for example, is that I remember kind of like I was proud of how I connected all the songs, but when the songs are listened to on their own, it kind of pulls them out of that context and makes it a little more confusing. It's not a huge deal, but you know, there's like this, for example, at the end of Do You Don't You, there's like this weird little like gulp and transition that goes into I forget, I think it's a moment and or memory, I forget which one. No, it's moments, I think. And that's just like a weird thing to hear when you're just hearing the track outside of the context of the album. But you always listen to Twofold as a single album? Hell yeah, I appreciate that. Or Transient into Endlessly. Nice. Hell yeah. Man, I'm not sponsored by basically anyone. But dude, if Blistex wanted to sponsor me someday, I might be down. I might be down. This shit has saved my life the last few days. Anyways, y'all, I might slowly wrap it up here. I kind of wanted to just make sure I pull myself together and just like stream for a little bit, check in and see how everyone's doing, and kind of get back on the horse, the streaming horse, the life horse. I'm so over putting everything on pause. What's the one that leads into Contagious? Oh yeah, that's not Stepping Stones, is it? I can't. You think I'd remember these things? I'm the one that made the stuff. Thank you for your time. Yeah, of course. It's good to hang out with y'all briefly. I'll be back on Thursday as per usual, and I'll actually stream a normal time. I'm feeling a lot better, so I can tell. I'll be 100% on Thursday. So 1 to 4 p.m. Let's get it. Let me know if you listen to Austin. Hey, what was the full name of that artist? There's an artist. Oh, let me hear that. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I've been chugging water like an absolute maniac. Been using the restroom like every 30 minutes. Austin Wintory, gotcha. Cool. There's a really, really sick jazz artist named Austin Peralta that was on Brain Feeder, who passed away, unfortunately. That was a huge bummer. I remember checking his stuff out in college, and I don't know what happened, but I'd like basically just discovered his music, and then a few days later, I found out that he'd passed away. But he's worth listening to as well. But yeah, all right, y'all. That's it for today. Hope you guys are washing your hands regularly and drinking lots of water and exercising and eating healthy and, you know, flossing your teeth and all that good stuff. And I'll be back on Thursday. Good to see y'all. Thanks. Peace out.
know what we said?